2014 or 13?
No, you people, no. One second. Sankarshan, compromise is the name of the game, says Vinod Mehta. Can I have your reaction?
Yeah.
Sankarshan.
Compromise has begun.
Mr. Kejriwal comes from a politics which is very new and whose USP is no compromise. Now, I think in trying to honor the sense of the mandate, a part of the compromise has already been done. Now, the best option for Mr. Kejriwal is to get out of this arrangement with blazing colors, and as a as someone who has been martyred by the Congress, which was trying to hamper him from trying to fulfill the promises, the very tall promises that he made. I think that's the best case scenario for the
but one second, Sankarshan,
if some of the promises are not fulfilled, he's finished.
No, if the promises are not fulfilled, people will ask.
Well, there you are then. Well, there you are.
Some of them have to be fulfilled.
Kiran Bedi, as an observer who has worked with Arvind Kejriwal from the outside and are not with him now.
Traveling with Lal Batti is not a fulfillment of promise. I'm sorry.
No, Lal Batti is not a fulfillment of promise. That is seen as a matter of right.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So Kiran Bedi,
you have to fulfill promises you put on the ground. Let's get the daily lives of people.
Kiran Bedi, will it work tomorrow if, say, 2, 3, 4 months down the line before the general elections, Arvind Kejriwal says that the Congress party is not letting me deliver the promises that I promised to people when I agreed to be chief minister. And therefore, this is a great betrayal. I need not just a vote in Delhi again, I need a national vote. Will that argument work? Or will people say you went into this relationship with your eyes open without getting any written, concrete, unconditional support from the Congress party? Or will he become a martyr who the whole country will then vote for? What will happen?
Only destiny will decide, because you will have every political party confusing the voter from their own perspective. Basically, it's all about the votes for the parliament elections. And I think what's going to happen is you will have 3 strong different versions of why the relationship did not work. I think the voter will be, in the end...
We are already talking about a relationship not working. There you are.
There
you are. Now, we are already talking about a relationship not working before it has been formed on the ground.
Well, they are talking about it openly. They are talking about it openly. So, Kiran Bedi, would it have been better? Would it have been better?
What else are we to expect of this relationship?
No, Kiran Bedi, you worked with this side, and I'll get Shazia to respond after you. Do you think it would have been better, given the national goals of the Aam Aadmi Party, not to get into this kind of an arrangement? An arrangement in which the Congress party has given no clear assurance of support to the Aam Aadmi Party on the issues, that it is so passionate about.
On hindsight, the same referendum which Arvind and his team took, he could have gone back to the people to say why and explain why he's not accepting Congress offer. Why? Instead of this referendum to say, should we or should we not, he could have gone back to say why he's not accepting, because it's not unconditional and that it's not reliable and that it is on this plank that we came to power, not to touch Congress. I think on hindsight, it probably would have been better, and then say, I cannot proceed because I don't have the numbers, but if you want the AAP party, bring me back with bigger numbers. I think that would have been more straightforward.
Arnab, there is no such thing.
Let's get Shazia to respond to Let's get Shazia to respond
Arnab, there is no such thing as... 1 minute, Arnab. There is no such thing as unconditional support in politics. Please, why don't we understand this? There is no such thing as unconditional support in politics. This is an absolutely fraudulent phrase.
You see, this relationship is... Arnab, this relationship... Vinod Mehta, let's get the Aam Aadmi Party and I'll come to you after that. You see, this relationship is...
Arnab, can I make one small point?
Arnab.
One small point.
Well, your friend Chandan Mitra also. Okay, both of you can come in, then I'll go to Shaz. Yes, Chandan Mitra.
Well, I must congratulate the Aam Aadmi Party for its phenomenal performance, and particularly Arvind Kejriwal, Lone Ranger, who has fought and surprised everybody by now becoming Chief Minister. But I must say that I am happy that after all these years of bad-mouthing all established political parties and saying there will never be any compromise, we will be steadfast to our commitment and so on, compromise has begun on day
No,
one.
what is the compromise? You be specific. No, what is the compromise, Chandan Mitra?
And then,
where have they compromised, Chandan Mitra? Where have they compromised?
Is getting, of course, by going with the Congress party.
From the Congress
by
party.
going with the Congress
Support
party
from the
without
Congress
any
party
commitment.
is a compromise.
Shazia, respond.
I agree with
Shazia, respond to Chandan Mitra.
Minister.
I agree.
Shazia, respond to
I
Chandan
agree.
Mitra.
I
You see,
agree.
this is
What
the
about
game.
I don't feel the need to respond.
One second.
They have been saying this for the last so many days. It's an old story. There is no need to respond. We've responded enough. It's been done to death. Any response to that question that they've betrayed and they've gone with Congress. We have gone to the people saying that it's written about Congress and the duplicitous nature of Congress's support. So I don't think there's any need for me to elaborate. Going back to what Ms. Kiran Bedi had to say, that in hindsight now. Okay, I'll just keep quiet, Arnab. I think it's the best. Considering you're Nostradamus, you spell the death knell for a party. So you please go ahead. I'll just be quiet.
No, one second, Shazia. I don't know again why you're getting up. I thought you had finished your point, so I was about to ask you something. When I realized you were making a point to Kiran Bedi,
I'll just be quiet.
So
I think it's...
What is the issue here?
The issue, Arnab, can I just make a point?
What will you do with the Shunglu committee report?
Yeah.
Arnab, what about the Shunglu committee report?
Can I make a point?
It's very disjointed. It's difficult to talk really in this kind of...
Vinod Mehta, 1 minute. Vinod Mehta. Shazia feels this entire conversation is extremely disjointed. I am letting Shazia complete her point vis-a-vis Kiran Bedi. She can respond and then we'll get a proper response from the other side as well. Yes, Shazia. Shazia, 1 minute, please.
Please
continue your point,
yes.
Kiran Bedi, please. Kiran Bedi, Shazia is making a point to you. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm making a point to Ms. Bedi, who said that in hindsight we should have done a referendum explaining as to why we should not form the party. We clearly said we do not want to form the party. We went to the public. Many of our voters felt that they need respite from inflation, from food inflation, from regular inflation, from rampant corruption. We took our chances. We wrote down those 18 points. We wrote them to both the parties. BJP did not respond. Congress did. And at that point of time, both Congress and BJP and media and our voters were saying, why don't you prove yourself? Are your promises unworkable, undeliverable? So go ahead and do it.
Now, Shazia,
this is a real opportunity. And if Congress were to pull the rug from under our feet, they would stand as exposed as anyone else.
Shazia, 1 minute. Shazia.
Yes.
Shazia,
I made my point.
Can I ask you a question? Unless you feel my asking you a question is a disjointed thing to do. I'd like to have the opportunity to ask you a question. Thank you. Because you're very in a touchy mood today when you're asking these questions.
Yes, sure.
The question is this, that there is a general view.
No,
there is a general view that this government of yours, this relationship you have with the Congress party, Ms. Shazia Elmi, is a ticking time bomb. And I'd also like to say this to you, that I'm not naming those Aam Aadmi Party leaders, top leaders of your party, have told me that if we form a government, we will announce a series of measures and then it's likely that the government collapses. So let's not, we're not talking in the air, neither am I. Arvind Kejriwal himself said, nobody gives unconditional support to anyone without any reason. There must be some reason that both parties are in a hurry to extend their support to us for free. What are their intentions? He says this on December 14th. Today is the 23rd of December, only 9 days later. Does Arvind Kejriwal know what the Congress party's intentions are? Or how has his position changed in 9 days? That's all.
Answer your question.
1 sec. Let Shazia respond.
Clearly, we've written about it. We've spoken. Yes. Yes, we are completely aware of the kind of support Congress seems to offer and the different kinds of support, unconditional, issue-based and then conditional, they seem to offer. Yes, we are aware of it. We are also ready for re-election. Arvind has made it amply clear, if Congress were to pull the rug from under our feet, they would stand also exposed. I don't think Congress would want to also risk being termed, as a party that seems opposed to pro-people policies and ideas. So if they choose to pull the rug, we are ready to take their chance and we are ready for the next election.
Right. It appears to me the script is... The script seems
Eight
written.
MLAs, what do they have to
Arvind,
lose?
last point.
Yes, wrap it up, Vinod Mehta.
Arnab, I'm so confused, I'm calling you Arvind.
Well, we'll get Arvind on the News Hour tonight, tomorrow with you, if he agrees to come.
Arnab, can I just make 2 points? Why do you think the Congress offered support to the unconditional support or conditional support to the Aam Aadmi
To trap
Party?
them.
There was pressure from the public. The second point I wish to make is that instead of 700 liters of water, if they can get 300 liters of water free, and if they can cut the electricity bill by 30%,
You know, Vinod
I
Mehta.
give you my vote.
Mr. Mehta, I'm going to ask Arvind Kejriwal.
Nobody is expecting.
I'm going to ask Arvind Kejriwal that Vinod Mehta says compromise. I can assure you what he is going to say is going to be to the contrary. This government in Delhi appears with respect doomed from the start. It's a matter of time, not if, but when the government collapses. Should Arvind Kejriwal get a clearer understanding even now in the next 3 days from the Congress party before being sworn in? Or should he become Chief Minister blindfolded? That question goes to all of you. Thank you for joining me on Debate Number 1 on the News Hour tonight.